We good? For Father's Day 2026, I wanted to sit down with my dad, Jim Warren, as the recent CEO of IronTribe Fitness, taking over the business last year. I thought it was a well-timed conversation for us to get to know him a little bit and kind of talk about legacy and fitness journey together. So, Dad, welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So for those who don't know you, who's Jim Warren?
Okay, well, I grew up in a small town in South Alabama, typical growing up in those days back in the 50s. Then after that, went to Auburn, got married, joined the military, the Alabama Air National Guard, went to pilot training, came back to Alabama, and then moved into accounting, finance, banking as a career. Started having children. Then my career as an accountant brought me to Birmingham, brought all of us to Birmingham.
That's right.
And then after a career in that, I spent 5 years in ministry and then back in business with you.
That's right.
And along the way, accumulated 2 kids, 2 in-law kids, and 6 grandchildren.
That's right. And we have been business partners in our Nashville operations, up in Tennessee there. So that's great. So tell me about, and growing up a little bit, what was that like?
We did have baseball in the summer and then high school football and basketball. So that was really my fitness. And even back then, we did no weight training.
That's right. I remember number 44 was your football
Yes,
number.
it was.
So then Emily and I come along, my sister Emily, we come along, we moved to Birmingham. You're starting to build a business. You're busy with that. Life happens, right?
Yes.
But there was a key moment in your life at age 37. That's an important age that we'll get to later. Why 37 is so important.
Yeah.
But tell everybody what happened then.
Okay, so this is like 12, 15 years into a career as accountant and finance. So sitting at a desk, looking at a screen, and no movement at all other than to walk down the hall to get a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
So it was tough. And then I got through a period when I was 37, my legs literally ached every day.
Wow.
And I said, I can't spend the next 25, 30 years in my career with my legs hurting.
Yeah, so, feeling that way every day.
So talk radio was getting to be really big. There was a fitness guy I heard in the morning that really kind of encouraged me to take the step to let's do something about this.
Yeah, and you did. Because
Yes.
I remember I was 14 or so at the time, freshman in high school.
Yeah.
And that's when you and I started working out together.
And the club we were members at the time actually had a fitness facility,
Right.
which was good. And they had a manager there, but there was still, it was better than nothing, but it was not really any sort of science behind it or no nutritional support.
Right.
So it was better than nothing, but yeah. So
Yeah, kind of an
let's get
access gym. You could pay additional for personal training, but we were we were there just kind of doing
Sure,
our own thing.
yeah.
Legs, do some arms. I remember doing
Yeah.
military press and leg extensions, and but nothing like what we would call functional.
Right, yeah.
But it was a start.
Yeah. So then after that, set up a home gym, and so that was great. Again, got stepper, so I could always get some cardiovascular and some strength, but it was no science to it. So you had to go engage someone, sign up at a gym facility to make a change. You have to really take that first step and commit to it for more than just a week. Yeah.
Right. Well, and 37 is that's a really key number because that's literally the age I was when I first was introduced to IronTribe.
Yeah.
And it's a very parallel path. I mean, I had 3 kids by that point, one with special needs. I started to build a business and the same kind of thing. And it just been, I'd still been working out some, access gyms, working out at the church fitness center, running, that kind of thing. But it was just, there was no structure. And I certainly wasn't being coached.
Yeah.
So that's when Forrest invited me on a mission trip to India.
Yeah.
And then when we were on that trip, said, hey, come work out with me in my garage when we get home. So in a similar point, I needed to make some intentional choices too, to hey, I need to make some decisions now to show up stronger, not only just in my physical health, but for the rest of my life. And those two things connecting is really what was important for me at age 37.
Yeah.
So that's an important number. So when you made this intentional decision to start working out,
I just wanted to be sort of fit, but again, without any goals to speak of.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so I remember I was all excited about this new IronTribe thing, and everybody in the family was like, who's Jamie, and where's Jamie, and what have you done with him, right?
Yeah.
Because I was all excited, and no one saw it coming. So I remember first Julie, my wife, who was a competitive athlete, got involved with it, and she got hooked. And then you had a short-term trial, and you were going to do that just to have exposure just from a business perspective with what we were going to be doing as franchisees.
Yeah.
And then that turned into more of a lifestyle decision with longer term. And then Mom
Yeah.
was skeptical about it at first.
Yes, yeah. And that's an interesting story because as I got into this, I got really interested after really committing to IronTribe because it was a big difference. I was not unfit, but I was not optimally fit.
Okay.
So I thought I was in pretty good shape and didn't think it would be that much of a challenge, but no, I had so much room to improve.
Right.
Couldn't believe it. So it was really a great time. So I wanted to share that, this is why I'm just feeling so much better in every way, and wanted to share that with my wife. And she's a little skeptical, but I've done a lot of research and reading, and I saw this great article where someone had pulled together several studies of the health benefit for older adults who undertake a really rigorous and effective fitness program.
Right.
And it was profound. There's not a system in your body, and they cited several different studies from cardiovascular, just your nervous system, just everything gets better, your energy levels.
Your mood, emotions,
Yeah,
all that.
it all ties in. So that article, sharing that with her, was the tipping point for her to say,
Wow.
okay, I'll try this.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
So she trusted you, trusted that research enough to come try something that she was probably pretty intimidated about.
Very intimidated, yes.
Wow. But let's just kind of give everybody the timeline here. You were 65.
65, yeah, yes.
So, and I'll never forget, we had started doing IronTribe workouts together. All right, so this was about 15 years ago then, okay.
Yeah.
So then there was a time where there were some pull-ups programmed in a workout, and tell that story about your revelation in that moment.
Yep, so starting back again, I thought I was in pretty good shape.
Right.
I get this introductory program to IronTribe and really just got hooked, loved it. But I remember during that time, okay, we're going to do some pull-ups. And I'm thinking about my 20-year-old self.
Sure.
So pull-ups not a problem. I said, okay, get up on the bar, give me a pull-up. I couldn't do even one pull-up.
I remember.
Not one.
I remember.
Yeah.
But after doing IronTribe's programming, just following our group fitness programming, I remember 6 months, maybe 8 months later, we were together in Nashville up there for business on a day trip or something. We did a workout together.
Yeah.
And I remember we went rep for rep in that workout with pull-ups in it, like 70 reps.
Yeah, 70 reps. I remember went from not being able to do one to, I remember that day I actually did 17, unbroken, 17 in a row, just never would have dreamed I'd been able to do that.
Yeah, so mid-60s, and then I was in my early 40s at the time, working out together.
So just go, it's what great thing about IronTribe, just wherever you are, that's where you start.
Yeah.
So went from not being able to do one, I could do one, then I could do two, then I could do three. And so IronTribe's great just to build that progress.
So,
baked in. Yeah.
So never too late to start.
Never too late.
So Dad, as CEO, I've really gotten to know our customer well. And brand-wide, our average age is 44, evenly split pretty much between men and women. What would you say to your 44-year-old self?
Oh, I would say start sooner and take that step, but get with people who are competent, who are enthusiastic, who really care about you as a person. So fitness can lead to so many other benefits in life. And so like a lot of other things we do, you go to the best doctor you can find. If you need legal work, the best lawyer you can find, no matter what it is. So I'd say same thing with fitness. You get with people who can really help you accomplish your fitness goals.
Yeah, and not only a great coach, but surround yourself with like-minded people who are going to expect you to be there, right? And
the community is a huge difference maker, and it's way different than just in the basement working out by yourself.
And a lot more fun.
Yeah,
that's what I
fun.
love.
Yeah.
That's what I love about it.
So it's really the key. So you'll actually become more fit working out with other people than just by yourself.
Yeah. We call IronTribe functional fitness, and I think about skiing, snow skiing. Well, first trip we ever took, I remember I was a freshman in high school, but it had been a while. You'd been doing IronTribe a while, but then we went skiing when my kids got old enough.
Yeah.
I think maybe 2018, something like that.
Yeah.
So you were in your 70s by that point.
Yeah, early 70s.
Yeah. So tell everybody about that trip.
Okay, yeah, that was interesting because it was the first time since starting IronTribe we'd gone skiing. So it had quite the layoff. And before, again, I was not unfit, so I could ski just fine, but you know, I had to take breaks more frequently.
Right.
But I never really had a before and after sort of moment. So we get out there, have these two teenage boys.
My son and my nephew.
Yes, who are grandsons, and they're all full of it, and they think they ski so well. And I absolutely smoked them. They could not keep up, just the stamina.
Right.
And skiing felt so much easier after just being fit with IronTribe, because we get a combination of strength and endurance. So it makes us fit for whatever comes our way.
That's right.
Physically and mentally. And so it was a lot of fun. And having time with them, I said,
Right.
wow, it's just, and not just hearing them tell me about it, but being there
Right.
and still being part of it.
Yeah. So it's really funny when people connect that we're family.
Yeah.
And anybody that knows you, that sees me, whether it's the first time or they've just seen me after a while, they're like, hey, your mom and dad are in great shape. Oh man, they blow me away. I mean, to what they're doing and everything. And I'm like, yeah, I'm counting on those genes to kind of keep it going. So at 79, you and mom are doing IronTribe several days a week. But what are your goals now?
Well, we jokingly refer to our membership fees to IronTribe as our nursing home insurance. It's keeping us out of the nursing home. So it's just to have extend an active life where we can enjoy family and enjoy traveling and not have to compromise on things because we just can't get around and we're not fit. So we just want to stay healthy for as long as God would give us time on this earth.
Yeah.
Just that simple.
Yeah, that's great. Well, and what a legacy. I mean, not only did you make some intentional choices early on at age 37, but then made some other intentional choices in your 60s that are now, it's all of it stacks and is paying benefits. And it's really cool because your grandkids now can not only point to parents that do this as a lifestyle, but even grandparents.
Yes.
So it's like IronTribe has really become multi-generational. And it's really cool. As the CEO now, I'm just so proud to be part of a brand that is not only making a difference in people's lives today, but it really is setting the stage for people's families. So that's really meaningful. And I think I just want to thank you for being here today. You honor me by being able to do this. And people all the time say like, hey, if you want to see the success of a son, look to his father. And there's nobody in the world that's had more of an influence on who I am today than you. And so I'm just really glad that not only have we been able to do some IronTribe things together, but like that we can just sit down and do this. So I love you, and thanks for honoring me with your time here today, Dad.
Well, I love you too, and trust me, you have succeeded in spite of me, and not because of me. But just so grateful for this experience that we've had together through IronTribe.
Yeah.
It's been awesome.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you. And happy Father's Day to you too. Yeah.